I'm Joryn Jenkins. I'm a trial lawyer, and I teach marketing your trial practice. I'm known as the marketing master. I have a series of posters that helps especially young lawyers, but clients and their lawyers in the trial practice, in their negotiation practices, in their mediation practices. And this is one of probably my most successful posters, which is kind of funny to say since it's called Success Indicators. I've probably sold more of this poster than any other poster. In it, I talk about the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. And by that I mean people who are successful in their trial processes versus unsuccessful in their trial processes. And why is that? Because trial work is all about negotiations all along the way. You're negotiating discovery, you're negotiating production of materials, you're negotiating whether you're going to do a mental examination. Clients and lawyers are negotiating with themselves, with each other all the time. So successful people may, in their negotiation strategies, put their communities first. Unsuccessful people will fail to do that. So, if you're in a negotiation over a partnership dispute, one of the things you're going to be thinking about is how often you're going to run into these partners again. Are they going to be your partners anymore? Do you want them to continue to be your partners after the adversarial action of whatever kind is over? So successful people will always think about their communities first. They're also going to focus on the other's needs and wishes, and they'll try and empathize. So when you're negotiating, it helps to be able to picture yourself in the other person's, your adversary's, shoes and try to understand where they're coming from, because you're going to be better able to negotiate with them. Obviously, on the other side of that is people who accuse, blame, complain. They use you statements, they point the finger. This does not help. All this does is make people feel combative and angry and angrier. So if you want your litigation to go on forever, do a lot of this. I guarantee you it will work. You don't want to do that. Successful people are able to trust the other participant. They're willing to be transparent. They express their own thoughts and feelings clearly. They speak in normal tones. They don't raise their voices. Obviously, the other side is the other side of that coin. These people make long-winded explanations. They abuse each other by email and by telephone. They speak for others, not themselves. They withhold pertinent information. That's not helpful. That's just going to make your litigation go on and on and on. People are going to spend their time and money trying to get the information that they may be entitled to where you're trying to withhold it. It just doesn't make sense. Successful people avoid interrupting other participants in whatever process they're in. Certainly if you're in the courtroom with the judge, don't interrupt. Big problem with clients who do that. And some clients can't control themselves. They get so upset. Well, of course, if someone's sitting on the stand pointing the finger, you're going to get upset. You need to be able to control that, because the judge, the jury, they're looking at you. They are paying attention to what you're doing. If you're making faces, if you're being combative in response, you're not going to look good. It's the combative people who are making themselves look bad. Successful people are able to confer with the adversary in the same room and discuss things with the other person there, the adversary. Successful people are receptive to suggestions and alternatives, and they're cooperative. They can remain in a meeting regardless of what's said. So even if the other guy is doing this, stay there, try and work it out. If the other side is this unsuccessful person, try to work through it with them anyway. The sooner you're out of the litigation, the better. I have known people who were unsuccessful on both sides of the table. They were unsuccessful clients, and the litigation went on for 5 years. I made lots of money. But my client spent lots of money. He didn't have to spend it. If he had been more successfully oriented, if I had had this poster back then, I would have had a much easier time with that client. Finally, I think the most important thing for everybody to understand, the lawyers and the clients, appreciate that realistic expectations for what will be accomplished are important. You as the lawyer need to make sure that your client has realistic expectations. And you, as the client, need to keep a tight rein on your expectations. Ask your lawyer, what if he doesn't tell you? What is realistic here? What can I realistically expect? Because certainly if I'm in mediation and I can't expect to get more than I'm being offered by the other side in mediation from the judge, then why not take what the other side is offering? So this is my success indicators for people who are stuck in litigation, for the best aptitude for getting out of that litigation. I'm Joryn Jenkins. I'm your marketing coach.